Thanksgiving weekend is finally over, and so are the games in the NFL from this past weekend. Week 12, I went 8-2 that week, bringing my overall record to 72-46 on the year. Pretty impressive. Run through the games real quick, trying to make this video as short and sweet as I can, due to the fact I just got done recording a 35-minute video on college football, recap last week, preview this week, college football playoff rankings, and an update on coaching carousel. So be sure to go check out that video. It's a video right before this, so go to Cross Go On's YouTube page and go listen to that one if you wish as well. So I'm gonna try to make this as short as sweet as I can because I gotta go through and edit all these videos and get them out as quick as I can for everybody here on YouTube. So Vikings defeated the Lions 30 to 23. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot the past hour. Chargers defeated the Cowboys 28 to 6. The Redskins defeated the Giants 20 to 10 in potentially Eli Manning's last game as a New York Football Giant. His consecutive streak of starting 210 games has now come to a close, has been snapped. Geno Smith will start for the Giants this weekend when they play Oakland. A lot of tension right now with the Giants. As I said, it might be Eli's last. This past week might have been his last start with the Giants. There's a lot of teams going to be wanting quarterbacks in free agency and the draft, so Eli could do the same thing his older brother Peyton did, leave the team that drafted him and go on and win potentially another Super Bowl somewhere else. We'll see what happens, but Falcons defeated the Buccaneers 34-20. The Bills defeated the Chiefs 16-10 in Tyrod Taylor's return after getting benched the week before. The Patriots defeated the Dolphins 35-17. The Rams defeated the Saints 26-20. The Rams, they're one of the best teams in the NFL at the moment, snapping the Saints' then 8-game win streak at home, and they did that pretty well in all aspects, all phases of football, offense, defense, and special teams. The Cardinals then kicked a game-winning field goal against the Jaguars, won 27-24. The Steelers did the same thing as Chris Boswell, nailed a 53-yard game-winning field goal, 31-28, and then the Ravens defeated the Texans on Monday Night Football, 23-16. Biggest upset, Chargers over the Cowboys. Chargers have come back after starting 0-4, currently sitting at 5-6. Cowboys, they haven't been playing well since Ezekiel Elliott got suspended. They're probably wishing he sat out the first 6 games and not this 6-game stretch now in the middle of the season, but he cried about it, and that's what you get. So Cowboys, who knows if they'll make the playoffs now? Who knows if Jason Garrett will be the head coach next year? We'll see. Only time will tell. They did not look well last week or the week before that. They're on a 3-game losing streak now, and they're, as I said, wishing Ezekiel Elliott was still running football for them. Best game of Vikings, Lions, Saints, Rams, and Packers, Steelers. All were pretty close. Vikings, Lions was the best game on Thanksgiving. Those are best games. Impressed, Chargers and Rams. Disappointed, Cowboys and Texans. So impressed, both teams out in LA. Disappointed, both teams in the state of Texas. The game this upcoming weekend, holy hell, I'm not even at 5 minutes yet. This might be a really, really short video for NFL predictions. Maybe it'll get a lot of views. If you like this video, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Disliked it, give it a thumbs down. I could care less. But share it on social media so it gets out there, so people can listen to it. And if you got an opinion on anything, drop it down in the comments below. Redskins, Cowboys. I think the Cowboys get back on track. They're, as I said, 3-game losing streak, I believe it is. Yeah, should be a 3-game losing streak. Um, Losing to the Falcons and the Chargers in back-to-back weeks. I think they'll get back on track to playing on Thursday night again, as they did last year. They did this. They played the Vikings on the road, so they got a full week off. Now this year, they're doing it smart again. The Redskins and the Cowboys are playing on Thursday night in Dallas. So both these teams played last week. Both get a full week off, and then they'll get an extra bye next week after this week, to get ready for their next game. But I got to take the Cowboys over the Redskins. Vikings, Falcons, and probably the game of the week. Got to take the Falcons there. I think the Vikings are just a little too hot at the moment. I think they'll make a mistake late, and maybe Mohamed Sanu can be the next great quarterback in the NFL. The Chiefs and the Jets should be a shit show. Battle of Herm Edwards teams. Talked about good old Herm there in the last video. Potentially going to be the next head coach at Arizona State, surprisingly. But I gotta take the Jets. I don't know why. I'm just gonna take the Jets. The Chiefs are just bad right now. They might make a quarterback change in this game. We'll see. But I got to take the Jets over the Chiefs. This is their second time playing here in New York City, MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. In, I believe, a couple weeks. I believe they played here about 2 or 3 weeks ago against the Giants. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and they lost in overtime to the Giants. So I think they'll lose again to the New York team. I think they lose to the Jets. Lions, Ravens, and Ravens looked good on Monday night against the Texans. Lions looked pretty damn good, though, on Thanksgiving as well. But Baltimore is playing at home, so I got to take the Baltimore Ravens. The Patriots then go to Buffalo to play the Bills. The Bills, most of the time, always find a way to beat the Patriots. I don't know how, but I think they will again this upcoming weekend. So I got the Bills over the Patriots. The Panthers then play the Saints. The Saints, I think, will get back to their winning ways. I think they'll beat the Panthers at home. They got to start another streak. They won 8 in a row, lost one. I think they can potentially win out. Maybe be the number 1 seed in the NFC. But right now, they got to worry about winning their own division, and not having to worry about being a wild card. Because if they get into the wild card race, they might not even get into the playoffs at all, with a lot of good teams in the NFC wild card hunting right now. So the Saints, I think, will beat the Panthers. Rams and Cardinals, I could take the Rams. They are looking pretty good this time of year, for the first time in almost 20 years, like I said last week, and I think they'll keep that going. They potentially, could be the number 1 seed in the NFC. But with this next game, or I'll do another game before this, Giants Raiders. I'm going to take the Raiders. They're playing at home. With this next game now, the Eagles. They're 10-1. Potentially the Saints and the Rams could be, the number 1 seed. The Rams defeated the Saints, though, so they would have the edge if something would happen to the Eagles. They're 10-1. They're right now currently the best team in the NFL, followed behind New England, LA, Pittsburgh's there, but Minnesota, the Vikings are there as well, especially picking up a big win against the Lions on Thanksgiving. No particular order for those 5 teams either. So, but the Eagles, they are currently a strong one, followed by, as I said, those other 4 teams. The Eagles then go to Seattle in a good Sunday night matchup. I don't know if they'll be able to compete and stay up with last Sunday night game between Pittsburgh and Green Bay, and Pittsburgh this past Sunday night. That game was probably the best Sunday night game of the year so far. We'll see if this one, as I said, can compete with it. Eagles, though, they go on the road and win. If they do lose, though, it's good because then they know what they have to change before the end of the season, before the playoffs start, before they probably end up choking in the playoffs. So we'll see. But Eagles, I think, will beat the Seahawks. And then the Steelers and Bengals play on Monday night. Steelers, Bengals, I obviously got to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're my favorite team. Hopefully it's a good game. Maybe we'll get some ejections as we did in that Broncos Raiders game this past week between Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree. As the Steelers-Bengals rivalry has been pretty tense the past couple years. So Steelers over the Bengals Monday night, and this has been Across the Goal Line. I am Luke Austin, your host. Be sure to go check out Across the Goal Line on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe here on YouTube. All links are down in the description below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, as I said, and be sure to go check out my Week 14 college football and college football playoff rankings and an update on the coaching carousel video. And I will see everybody next week.